Have you guys ever wondered how your life would be different without Twitter, without Facebook, without Instagram, without any of the social media sites? My basketball team and I did that my senior year. We started off the season 7-0. We had our entire town talking about how good we were at basketball. We'd go to Quick Star, we'd go to the gas stations, and people that I never knew would talk to me and say, "Oh, you guys played a great game." People that were 80 years old that didn't even know what basketball was. You guys love to play the game together, and you guys are going to go far. We started talking to each other about how good we really could be. We kind of thought that we could be a really good team. We started talking, we did this thing in the locker room where we'd all act like we were journalists for the local newspaper, and we'd ask each other questions. We'd just mess around. "Oh, you guys played a great game. What do you think about this game?" We lost the next game we played. After the game, our coach came in and said that we got caught up in the hype. We did. The next practice, we came into the locker room. We had this note on all of our lockers. It said, "Gentlemen, it has come to our attention as a coaching staff that many of the players on this team started believing what everyone said about us being good enough for state basketball. It's because of this reason that we are now a social media-less team. From now on, no one will log into Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. Contracts will be handed out at the end of practice for you to sign and get back to us. If any of the contracts are broken, we will be running a lot." At first, we were like, "Okay, coaches, we'll do this for a couple weeks. You'll forget this whole thing ever happened." A couple weeks later, a freshman got into a varsity game, thought it was the coolest thing ever. He tweeted, "I'm glad I finally got to play in a varsity game in front of Raider Nation." The next practice, we ran 6 killers. From that moment on, we started focusing on 2 things, school and basketball. We didn't get caught up in what everyone else was saying about us, about how good of a team we really could be. From that moment on, we started playing fantastic basketball. We started beating people by even larger margins than before, better teams that we played at the beginning of the year. We went on a great run. We made it all the way to the state championship game. We didn't focus on whatever everybody else thought about us. We kind of matured in a way that we only focused on school and basketball. In a way, this social media ban made us stronger not only as players, but also as people. We didn't care what everybody else thought about us. All we wanted to do was get the job done, and the job at hand was to win as many basketball games as we possibly could. The small town of Dunkerton completely changed because of what we did. We had a high school that had less than 130, 140 people in the entire high school. We showed up to Des Moines at Wells Fargo with the biggest crowd in the state, 1A through 4A. It was crazy. The whole side of the arena was filled with a sea of red, as one announcer called it on TV. It was crazy. Because of what we did with social media, we kind of changed everyone's outlook. We focused on school and basketball, and it changed us. It changed me. If you get anything out of this, I highly recommend trying a social media ban for, if not 3 months, do it for a couple weeks. Instead of tweeting about your feelings, instead of seeing a Vine about a cat jumping onto a refrigerator and laughing your butt off for it, you might find a little something about yourself.